What's up, everybody? Doing something a little different tonight. I'm gonna do about an hour, hour and a half of a dev stream, and I'm also gonna have to eat my dinner because I cooked my dinner late because I was bummed out. I left my bread and my noodles in my dad's car, and he's gonna charge me a bunch of gas money just to get it back. There's no way I can get down there. My bike is broken again, so I was like, "Fuck it, I can have it." So that was just super bummed me out. I was gonna make a delicious Subway sandwich, a homemade one. Uh, what else was there? Oh yeah, I gotta continue the stream because it got ended early. And then after all that crap, I want to start another stream after this one. It's gonna be Path of Exile again. Try to finish it off. I'm at chapter 6. I think chapter 10's the ending, and then once I beat that, I can take a break and I can go finish my Dark Devotion Let's Play. I beat the game. I just gotta finish the editing for the episodes, and then once I edit that out, I can start another game, probably Guild Wars. Knock out Guild Wars, then pick another game to edit, and just keep on going from there. And I'll check, make sure this is working. It does not look like it's working. I need to put my music on. There we go. Minimize. Get the chat and everything sorted. Alright, so we were just testing a bunch of random methods from the class, functions from the class functions, whatever you want to call them. Oh yeah, my headphones. Ugh, I want to be dreaming about sandwiches now. I wanted a sandwich so fucking bad. Annoyed. Beyond annoyed. I'm just gonna have pasta again. It's really good. Pasta's really good. I can't complain. I'm always eating it. Tomatoes on top. Mm. I'm just waiting for this damn music playlist to play. It's being a bastard. My wife, why turn the Wi-Fi on? It might make more sense. It'd be probably faster. All right. Rotated, translated, basis. Yeah, let's see. I don't think that's what we want. Just rotated, Euler, determinant. Interrupting my damn music. Hi, Spears. I just now saw your message. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was kind of dumb. I don't know what. I don't know. It was lame. It's okay. I gotta get the hours in. I can't just do 30 minutes. That's not acceptable. Though I will say I got I went because I had to go to my dad's house because it was too early to clock in my job. So I did about an hour of Dominion Masters. I made some progress on that. The card zoom in, the the hand the handicap accessibility thing, the zoom works now, so that's cool. I gotta finish the layers though. So card games, it kind of needs the new zoom. My food is almost done. I gotta hurry. My brain. Hey bone. Hey bone. Default. I guess we'll just do 0.5. Which one should be? I thought it was. This is basis. Interesting. That's weird. Now it's saying it doesn't take a basis. It's like, oh, this is a transform 3D. You can't do that, even though it says basis right there. Maybe it's because of the data type. Ah, it was the data type. Oops. I'll be right back. The data type screwed me over again. I've returned. Jesus. I'm about to sneeze. Oh, my fucking everything. God damn it. Dropping my headphone. I had to get my pasta. I'm hungry. Why does my music stop playing? Bastard. Thank you. I'm like made out of like 50% pasta or more. I heard that buckwheat, in theory, has all the nutrients. Like you could just live off of that alone. I never had buckwheat, but I would like to try buckwheat bread if it's real. I think I was Oh, yeah. I'll just explain when you get back, if I remember. I'll explain it for the stream, I guess. I think I was playing Minecraft. I was playing a game, just chilling with some friends, and probably Larry. Larry was probably there. Blindside. I think like game design came up, or I had a thought, but it involved food and like probably survival mechanics or something. This is a really long time ago. My memory is extremely fuzzy on this. But I remember doing the Google search, and I was like, is there any food in real life that can sustain you, like has everything you need? And buckwheat came up. I don't know if anybody's tried it, but I've also heard that it's really like it's like a fancier type of wheat, like it's expensive. Because like I said before, I'm super into like immersion. That's my thing that I want to focus on. Part of immersion is having really good world building. guess we could use an implied type. We'll just imply it. It might cause for problems, but we will try. And it should not have that issue anymore. Actually, I should undo, because I deleted it. There. I don't think that's going to work, but we'll try it. Bonk. I didn't think so. Basis is like rotational direction. It doesn't really do much. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Robert. That's dope. Well, the graphs looks okay. I'm just struggling. I'm struggling with getting it to run the code that I want it to run. So I got the smoothing code. I got all the default values. The problem is I don't know the syntax that it wants me to type to run the actual code. It's being really picky, and I don't know how it wants me to write it. A lot of the stuff I looked up online was like super overkill. Well, Robert, I told you earlier, or last time, I'm anti-AI, so I'm not going to do that. And there's a good chance it's probably going to be wrong anyways. I haven't gotten this far to give up now. I still have, I get, what happens is I try something and don't work, I try something and don't work, I try something and don't work. Once I run out of ideas, I go to Google to see if I can get another idea to try something. I see, because all I need to see for me to learn it, to understand it, is to see examples or clues. And I can take those clues, I can try and run them. If it fails, I'll try to find another clue. But the cool thing is, once I figure it out, I can tell other people. That way they don't have to spend a lot of time searching. It'd be in small snippets. For me, it's the principle. I don't really want to use AI. It's destroying the environment. It's destroying the planet. It's eating up all of our clean water. Which could fuck up our farming. Like, we could... it could cause a food shortage. It's not even AI either. It's just brute force algorithms. It's not even proper AI. We don't have the technology for that. It's just all it is algorithms and algorithms that can adapt. But it's not proper AI. It has no consciousness. Yeah, you could. I'm not gonna worry about that in my game because I preach about it on my art sites, so I don't really want to put it in my game. If it comes up, it comes up, but it had to be relevant to the world and the game I'm building. Because I want it to be immersion is the main goal of all my games. So I don't want some meta fourth wall breaking element unless it's for a very good reason. Not necessarily a morally good reason, but for a story good reason. Yeah, you can. A lot of people do that. Ugh, I'm still hungry. God damn it. Ugh. I throw in the bag, but I'll use some crackers, I guess. Yeah, there's a lot of room for imagination and creativity with that concept. There's a lot you could do with that. Nothing. Bonk. Ooh, that crashed. Alright, I'm gonna cut that out. Alright, we can try to move towards with my slurp value or lerp value. I'm gonna try and move towards. Um, but in order for me to do that, I need 3 values to put into that. I would say all the data types. So string, float, int. I guess it's not really C code keywords, but I feel like the data types would, because they're the basis for everything. Var, especially var. Var should be the main character. Function would be like the fucking, like the Yoda. Function would be Yoda. The villain would be syntax because I hate syntax. that's a failing of human logic. The syntax can be really obtuse. It wouldn't be like a malicious villain. It would just be an obtuse villain that doesn't realize it's causing problems for everybody. Yeah, sure. That would actually make a really good game, by the way. It'd be like a programming game. Who would the hobbits be? I guess the data types. Yeah, bull, enum. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'd say yeah. Yep. Const. I don't know. Who would Const be? Const would have to be like a really stubborn character. It doesn't matter if they're evil. Well, I'd say they're good. No, Constant would be good, but they would be like really like lawful good. Like they would be like you gotta follow the law by the letter. You can't stray. Also, I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan, so I don't know. I don't know all the Hobbit names. The only one I know is Frodo. I know Gandalf. Gandalf got too many tricks. Like, it just depends on which scene he's in. He's a different thing. An array, uh, if is. He just got too many tricks. Gandalf is OP. Hmm. Alright, this all looks good. This, I could test this. I don't know. Warhammer is ridiculous. I can't even answer that question. Warhammer is just a fucking computer crash. Like, there's no, you can't make sense of it. It's just a crash. It's an error log. If you want to translate it to like code, it's just an error log. There's just too many errors, and it's impossible to decipher what the hell's going on. How do I close this? God dang it! There we go. All right, I gotta create a. I remember now. Var test vector is a vector 3. No, 3. Var test transform is a transform 3D, and then we're just gonna do. Returns a copy of this transform translated by the given offset. This method is an optimized version of multiplying the given transform. X. This can be seen as transforming with respect to the global parent frame. Okay, that's not what I want. I mean, it might work, but I don't think it's going to accept a value that's moving. I'm gonna go look at my care guide. I guess the stream is back. I don't know what's going on. Said the thing got disconnected. I guess we're good now. Oh, so moving, that's related to move and slide. So this has an update method, move and slide. It's a property, character by 3D. So this is what actually runs the movement. This is all math. It does nothing without this property. Same here. Here's a property. So I need a property to actually input. I don't have a property. So what property would I need? Basis? Well, I'm not really adding a property. What I'm doing is I'm going to try to modify it and update. The problem is, um, the properties in the character body 3D are only being called and are only updating when you call move and slide. So that doesn't mean it's going to work here. Because if there's a method like the character body 3D that's like the move and slide, but for skeletons, then I'm screwed because I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look it up. I mean, you technically are. It just depends on what it's for. Hi, Spears. The hell? It's just not working. Ah, I spelled it wrong, that's why. Yeah, good night, Spears. We gotta put a name in here. I don't know what I'm looking at. So I made it, so print A just made it 11111. I made it exactly what the vector was. because all it did was it just translated it. Print B did the exact same thing, but for rotation. So it rotated it on the X, Y, and Z. Even though this doesn't look like a rotation, it's according to the method it is. Oh, God, my face. I gotta trim this mustache. It's bothering me. Oh my god. I'm so uncomfortable right now. Jesus. Allergies, my mustache. Hmm. Alright. There we go. Alright, I'm a little more comfortable now. The fuck? What the hell? Jesus fucking Christ. I'm about to start the Path of Exile thing, but I'm gonna try that function, test transform B dot rotated. The angle, I don't know, we'll just guess. I don't know, 90. I have no fucking. I just want to see something move. I'm just sick and tired of not seeing anything move. So before I can do that, I gotta convert a transform into a vector 3. So oh, okay, so the basis has everything I need in it. Oh, hey, Zevlar, what's up? What's your idea, man? I'm about to hop on Poe myself. I mean, to be fair, that's how it always is with freaking MMOs. Like the best stuff is really expensive in those games. Although I'm speaking like in-game currency, though some games you could use real life money to do that. Yeah, I think that's ridiculous that we have to use regret orbs. Guild Wars doesn't do that. I hate that shit. By the time you get a full reset with regret orbs, you might as well just make another character. I don't know, maybe the drop rates on those are higher or something. That makes sense. Evasion stops more hits than blocking. Although, if you get both, it's even better. I like a little bit of everything. Well, I mean, yeah, when you're attached to a character, it's hard to let go of it. So I'm a hypocrite because I'm doing the same thing. My necromancer, I got regret points on it, but it wasn't like I had to redo the whole damn thing. But like I said, I don't know. If in later levels, do the regret orbs drop in higher stacks? Because I've never seen more than one drop. If regret orbs drop in like a stack of 3 or higher, it might not be so bad. There's nothing wrong with that. Hell yeah, man. But I mean, blah, 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 blah. You can buy regret orbs. So. That's true. I mean, you can always wait for one of those updates where it gives you a full reset. I still have mine that I'm not even using. Yeah, ask. I don't know. Does Path of Exile have GMs? You could ask a GM to take my reset and give it to you. That'd be pretty funny. There's a lot of vectors I have to think about. Jesus Christ. It's always whenever you start thinking and there's a lot of variables, it's better to just list it out because at least you have like something to look at. You don't have to keep it all in your head. I'm trying to keep it all in my head at the same time, and then I lose track of what I'm doing. So we're gonna write a list. Get the default basis and use that to modify the ragdoll basis. It's a matrix, so basis is a matrix, so it requires 3 separate, or at least 2. We're back, everybody. OBS keeps reconnecting, disconnecting. Probably connecting, disconnecting. Probably because of the weather. Connect the smoothed vectors into a new basis. Alert. A little lost with the with the line above. Not sure about that one. Finally, attempt the method of rotated, which I think is that a vector 3? It is. Rotated is actually just one part of the matrix. Because translated would be position only. Rotated would be rotations only. Hell yeah. Strength is dope. I feel like strength is arguably the best stat. Because Mana Shield has a weakness, and crit isn't necessarily necessary. But you gotta have life. Hey, what's up, Mallow? I'm doing okay. I'm sad I left my food in my dad's car, though. That's gone. I really wanted to make a sandwich today. do another alert. The rotated method is only a single aspect of the basis matrix. This could let me bypass converting basis to vector. So I'm about to start my Path of Exile stream, but I can explain it. So basically what I'm doing here is I'll go ahead and play it. You can just see it. So we got some grass. This is for my game. I don't know how efficient this is. To me, it just, for mapping purposes, it's pretty efficient. This is grass. It has a skeleton on it, so I'm not using... There's other ways to do this, but I'm choosing to use a skeleton. So when you touch it, it activates the ragdoll physics. You can interact with it, and then when you walk away, it'll reset. Right now, it's not resetting because I turned it off because it resets too fast. It just teleports into place, and I don't know what method or what property Godot wants me to run to actually run the math. So I got my math down to basically get its default position, and I want it to lerp or move towards to that the default position slowly. I don't want it to just instantly teleport back. But every time I try to do that, and I used like 10, 20 different methods already and different combinations, and it just doesn't want to move. It just teleports back instantly, and there's no smoothing effect. So right now, I create a list, and it looks like I don't need to convert after writing it out. I think I can just skip converting the basis to 3 separate vector 3s, because really the only thing I care about is the rotation. Not necessarily, because I mean, it can, but it only uses 2 bones. There's not a lot of bones. And either way you cut it, it's a physics-based object. No matter what, it's going to be physics-based. So if you use a skeleton and a ragdoll, I don't see how that's any different than telling it to be a physics object as 2 separate physics colliders, right? So I don't think there's any way you slice it, I don't think it matters, because it's a physics object. That's already intensive, but I'm gonna code it so that it's not fucked up, if that makes sense. It's gonna turn off like there's a nice room of deactivation. So basically, you can't activate all the grass at the same time. They're just static objects that don't have a performance hit. The ragdoll only turns on when you touch it, and since you can only touch one piece of grass at a time, it won't explode the engine. So it's just one at a time. Maybe 4. Well, it's multiplayer, so I guess 4 at a time. But you know what I mean. Because as soon as you move out of the area, it will reset it and then turn the physics off, which should be fine. I'm going to do a performance test once I get it working. But yeah, it just does not want to smooth for me. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to try one more thing, and then I'm going to start my Path of Exile stream. I'm going to try to I need to get the rotation out of the basis and then put it into the rotation. I tried that. I tried it. I've tried everything, and it just teleports back instantly. I don't know. I'm so fucking confused. I'll take the default pose, its default pose, and then I'll tell it, hey, lerp or interpolate or move towards the default position. So here's the current position. Move towards the default position, and it never works. It just keeps giving me an error, or it just teleports instantly. No matter what I do, it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna teleport instantly back into default position. So it's like it understands the default position. It gets the default position, goes back to default, but it does it instantaneously, and I just so confused. Like, it works, but it's doing it wrong. Oh, wait, unfortunately, there's a few to get currencies in the in-game mapping. Yeah, hopefully, because currency is brutal in Path of Exile. Oh my god. It is a pain in the ass. Like, I'm always low on resources because I really need them. Like, I get in a bad spot and I gotta, like, upgrade, and then as soon as I upgrade, I'm like, they're all gone. I'm just screwed, and I gotta re-grind up more resources. Yeah, there's like you can get like a quick stack from the Beast Hunter guy, but it's not really reliable, I don't think. Nah, man, you're fine, Mallow. Don't worry. I'll figure it out eventually. If I could build my own ragdoll system from scratch, because I made my own ragdoll script. So I build the collisions in Blender, I export it in. So basically, the physical bone simulator, or no, the skeleton. My bad, I misspoke. The skeleton, it has a create physical skeleton button. That sucks ass. It sucks so bad. I made my own version of it. If I could do that, I could do anything. I just gotta figure it out. But I appreciate that you want to help me. That's pretty cool. Thank you. Godot's great. I like Godot. They're not backstabbers like Unity. I'm gonna grab this real quick. So let's do rotated. Grab this. So we want the current A bone current, B bone current, dot rotated. I didn't make my own ragdoll system. I'm using Jolt or whatever. I just made my own tool to build the skeleton because you need to use physical bones. And I made a way to automate that process. So I build their shapes in Blender and export it as this like really neat and clean asset. And then I put the tool script on it. It will take those assets, convert them into collisions. It attaches them correctly, names them correctly. It attaches all the scripts that I need it to attach. And it also positions it correctly. And it's just wonderful and it's amazing. They're all the correct sizes, so they're the exact size I need instead of really skinny and useless like the ones that are generated from the tool in the system. Because they create also not only that, but it's messy. So when you click, so when you go to the skeleton and you click create physical skeleton, it creates a bunch of fingers. I don't need fingers for my character. Like that's too much. And so I gotta go in. I gotta delete every single finger bone. That's ridiculous. So I made my own. The Nah, the grass is really simple. The grass is just, I don't use that tool on the grass. The grass is just two bones. That's it. That's nothing complicated. It's just two bones. The other system, I was just talking about my character. It's for characters only. That's separate. Alright, so now we need the default vector. So we need to get a bone. Actually, we'll create a new vector. We'll call it var rotation vector default, which will equal a bone, or we should actually rotation. We'll call it rotvec default a equal that, and then dot basis dot rotation. I don't know if that works. Hey, Bo, what's up? Rot back default b equal b bone default dot basis. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm trying. It looks like it works. It's not complaining, but that could be totally invalid what I'm doing. So this should be, if I'm not mistaken, these should be vector 3s. Now we're going to take our current thing and we're going to make it rotated. Instead of using test vector, we're going to use the rot vector default A, normalize at a 90-degree angle, and then we're going to do rot vector default B dot normalize, because I think that's a requirement. It has to be normalized, and we'll do it. Now, I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll try it. If that don't work, I'm just going to play Path of Exile. It's break time. It crashed. Why'd it crash? Inbound access to key rotation. I thought so. I didn't think it was gonna be that easy. Get vector 3 rotation on basis somehow. I don't fucking know. No, actually, I only have two. All I have, I mean, they're not really projects, but I have them like really small, teeny tiny projects that are basically nothing. The only thing on there is just I was testing transformations in code, and that's it. Because I had to do a catch-up work to get back to where I was from Unity, because I quit Unity after they pulled that fucking scam. So I could get caught up to where I was. And then outside of that, I only have two projects. I have this, which is Risk of Heresy. It's going to be a third-person shooter roguelike. And then I'm going to have Dominion Masters, which is on my phone, which is going to be a card game. And it's going to be like Minion Masters, hence the name. It's going to be a card game. You play monsters, and they automatically move and attack. And so it's RTS card game, I guess. Well, I want it to return to its original position because it would just look a lot nicer. It'd just be really cool. It would make me really happy because it like resets, it would make a noise, it'd fall down and get back up, and it would be more. I think the performance would be better as well because it's going to reset and it's going to turn off the simulation. Now there is a rest mode to help with performance, but I don't really trust that. Yeah, I think it's break time. But how long have I been doing it? I've been doing this so that's about 2 hours. So yeah, I'm gonna end this here, and I'm about to start a new stream. It's for Path of Exile. I just gotta create the thumbnail, and I'm gonna play a game as to take a break because I did like 4 hours of code today. Jesus, 200 fusings. Oh my god. And 80 chances. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh, that's one way to do it. Jesus. I'll see you guys in a minute. I gotta set Nah, Path of Exile 1. I gotta set it up. Give me like 15 minutes. I will be right back.